Hey friends, it is Trucker Ray. Welcome to this Trucker Ray update. Such a pleasure to be with you once again. I do apologize for the reefer sound in the background. It's probably very annoying. Yeah, you can really hear the vibration of it. There's not a whole lot I can do. That is a typical carrier unit, so it is going to vibrate the entire vehicle. Not much I can do about it. Again, I'm in Yuma right now. I deliver into Mexico tomorrow morning after my inspection. Ran into a little bit of snow today in Nevada, which is kind of interesting. And you might think, well, that's no big deal. There's always snow in Nevada somewhere. Yeah, normally in Wells or normally in Ely you might see snow, but not close to Alamo. You don't see that. And even when I made my way into Searchlight, there was snow on the top of the hills up there. So that Pineapple Express that came over the Pacific and through California and into, it dumped snow everywhere. Like, I was on my way into Ely yesterday, and I was driving a little town north of Ely called McGill. It started to snow so bad that you couldn't see the road. You couldn't see nothing. The snow was coming down like crazy. Doesn't matter what kind of lights you had on, whether you had on fogs, excuse me, or anything, it wouldn't have made any difference. And there was another truck coming the other way, and he was right in my lane coming my way. I had to flash him with my high beam saying, "You're in the wrong lane." So he finally went over to the other side. I'm like, this is crazy. I can't keep driving like this. So I was only about 15 minutes away from the downtown area of Ely, which has several places where you can park. And I'm thinking, that's it. I'm parking it for the night. I'm not putting myself through this. This is crazy. So once I got into Ely, it started to lighten up a little bit. And I thought, oh, this is nice. So it's so funny. I was on the CB. I can't tell you how many times I got on there. Every truck that went by me from McGill all the way into Ely and even past Ely a little bit, because I decided to keep going. Because when I got into Ely, the snow started to lighten up, so I decided I'm just going to keep going. Because they expected snow to hit Ely tonight, which was last night, and I thought I'm not going to be stuck here climbing up and down those hills if the snow gets really bad. So I decided to keep going so I could make it to the rest area in Duckwall, which is not far from Hyco, which I ended up making it there. But anyway, I couldn't believe it. I must have called out 15, 20 times on the CB radio saying, "Hey drivers, what's it looking like behind you?" Not one person would answer. Nobody uses the CB radio anymore. You know why? Because everyone's stuck on these stupid phones and there's no communication out on the CB. That's one of the things I like about Western Canada. When you're out there and you need to get a hold of somebody, the good old VHF radio, there's always somebody on it because the drivers are more old school. Nowadays, everybody's on their stupid phone and they figure they don't need to communicate with the other drivers out there. I couldn't get one guy to respond to me to let me know what the roads were like south of Ely, and I just said, forget it, I'm just gonna go for it, which I did, and I did make it to the rest area. Woke up this morning, snow everywhere. There was even one truck that tried to park next to me, and you could see the trailer tires right up against my bumper almost, like, and then they decided to back out. So that is a terrible rest area, that one in Duckwall, the one that's just before you get into Hyco. It's a terrible rest area. I can't tell you how many times you almost get hit in that place because people park anywhere they want in that rest area. So I made it here. Just had a nice steak dinner, which I'm really happy about, and I had a side of mushrooms with it. Some might say, "Oh, Ray, that's not part of the strict carnivore diet." Well, you know what? I don't care. I'm sticking strictly to meat and all the carnivore stuff, but I still like to have maybe a little bit of mushrooms and maybe a little bit of onions with my meat. And you know what? I don't care what anybody says. You got to have some side on. You got to have something on the side. And mushrooms aren't going to put any weight on, and I'm not really concerned about the carbs because if there's any carbohydrates in mushrooms, it probably isn't very much, but it sure tasted good, so it worked out really well. I did want to share something else with you guys. I have been doing a lot of thinking about other areas I want to expand with regarding my, I guess you could call it a sub-career with the video and audio work that I do, because at one point in time I used to do it professionally, and I could do it professionally again if I wanted to. I could launch a website and probably start doing it again. And how do I say this in a way without sounding too negative? Because I do get a lot of complaints about me complaining about so much. And it's not me complaining, it's me sharing the reality out here. But yeah, there's always got to be somebody that has some negative comment, because they need to hear themselves, right? They need to see their little comment there. And you know what? I'm not going to say everything is wonderful if it's not. If something's not right, or something needs to be corrected, or if I'm not happy about something, hey, why not? You want the reality of trucking, or do you want fake news? Right? So as I'm driving here, and I'm like, you know what? I really enjoy my job. I do. I love driving, and I love doing my job. But by golly, I'm getting sick of this run. And I'm being honest with you. It's like the same run back and forth, back and forth. I feel like I'm driving BC, Alberta again. And some might say, well, change it up. Well, you know what? This is our main run. It is from Washington or Oregon to either Nogales or Yuma. And it's not like I want to change it up and move to another company so I can receive more criticism. I just want to do more things to add to the channel, to spice it up, to add a little bit more. Like I was telling you before, more interviews. I recorded a really nice segment going through Stevens Pass. I have that on video. I was going to record this whole trip coming up here. I changed my mind. Right in the middle of my day yesterday, I went, forget it. I'm not doing this, because how many times are people going to see the 93? How many times are people going to get sick of looking at the 84? I need to change some things up. And you know what? I used to do that before. I used to drive BC, Alberta, Highway 1, Calgary, Vancouver, and I did that for 3-4 years. Not too many people got bored of it, because I always tried to find ways to change it up and make it interesting. But I'm getting bored of it now. And there's certain scenery that I really like on this trip. But you don't need to see this every single time. So the point I'm trying to make, if we were a company that went all over the U.S. and this place and that place and this place and that place, I would just be spitting videos out like crazy, because I want to show you new places and I want to show you exciting things. But unfortunately, I feel like I'm being stifled in a way where I can't do that, because this is our meat and potatoes, this run that we do. So it's either I change it up and go somewhere else to an LTL company, or I try to find some other way to spice up the channel. And I really don't want to leave. Couple reasons. I always end up receiving a ridiculous amount of criticism every time I want to make any decision in my life. Second of all, this company needs good drivers, and I don't want to bail on them, because they need good drivers that are willing to go into Mexico, that can do the job, and I am not, and this is their busiest time of the year, and I'm not going to bail on them. So I'm going to stick it out. And it pays well. The trucks are good. The equipment's reliable. So leaving is not really anything that's on my mind. It's not on the table. I don't want to do that. So I figured what I'm going to do, instead of putting out videos every single week or constantly every 2 weeks, I'm going to put out just various different videos. Either there's going to be interviews, there's going to be like for example, the other day I recorded going through Stevens Pass. Beautiful scenery going through there. Gorgeous scenery with the snow on the sides of the road, and then the hills, and then the trees, and then I went through Leavenworth, and that's gorgeous, as you guys know. And I thought, this is a great little clip. And with all this combined into about 5 minutes, I can put a really nice song behind this. And you know what? You're going to see stuff like that I'll upload. I'll still provide you guys updates, but I'm not going to be doing as many as the long videos that I normally do because I'm sorry, guys, I'm running out of material. It's called scenery. I've been doing the same thing now for a year, and you can only show the same roads so many times before you get bored of it yourself. And I was just being honest with myself today. I'm bored of this. I'm bored of recording the same scenery. It's time to change things up. That's why I want to do the interviews. That's why I would like to take a little bit more time and maybe even look at some of the little towns that I'm driving along this route when I have time, when we're not so busy. Also, if I'm going through a certain area that's beautiful, I'll record a little bit of it, and then I'll upload it with a really nice song behind it, a Christian song or something. And do you guys get where I'm coming from here? It doesn't mean I'm not going to be doing any more long videos. I'm just not going to do them as frequently as I am because maybe I just need to take a break from it. I'm just getting so bored of doing the same route all the time. And it's so funny. I stopped recording yesterday halfway through the day, and then I run into that snowstorm. I'm like, I should have had the cameras rolling there. But, it doesn't really matter. I am more interested in this new feature that I want to do, and I'm going to share a little bit of it with you guys. That I want to, like I was telling you before, I want to interview people in the industry, other drivers, women drivers, especially women drivers. If you are a female truck driver and you're out there on your own, send me an email to truckerray7@gmail.com, truckerray7@gmail.com. Let's meet up on the phone. I'd love to have an interview with you. We'll do it over Zoom. On what it's like to be out there as a female driver. If you're a Christian driver, I'd like to interview you too. Any of the drivers, I'd like to interview lots of different drivers because everybody has lots of different skills and ideas and talents out there that you just want to share it to the world. Well, you can do it right on my channel. I would love to do it. And this is just one of many little things that I want to do. Plus, I want to work on other projects on truth and testimony with myself and Adrian. So I just want to expand things, make things a little bit more exciting. And I hope you can understand that. Like I said, I'm not going to stop doing the long length videos, but please don't expect one every week or every 2 weeks. I'll put one out whenever I am not bored of doing it. I hope you guys can understand that. Also, one last thing, and I'll wrap it up. I've really enjoyed receiving the emails from a lot of you that are expressing how much you've enjoyed the channel. I think the gentleman's name is Bill McDonald. He's been going through all my videos. He leaves comments on I think he's binge watching all my videos, but I get a comment every couple of days or every day from Bill. Hope you're enjoying the videos, Bill. Yeah, anyway, I hope what I said makes sense, everyone. I really do. And, yeah. Keep me in prayer if you could. Also coming up on the 10th, February 10th is my daughter's birthday, Chelsea. That's a little bit of a sad time for me. I will put something up there for her, something short. So it is a bit of a sober week for me. Thinking about her and missing her. And yeah, so anyway, guys, like I said, I will be providing updates. I'll let you know how I'm doing. I'll be providing you updates on my carnivore diet. So the videos will not stop on the channel. Just gonna change it up and just do it a little bit different, and you'll be seeing some fun stuff on there. So anyway, friends, that's all I got for you. So blessings in the name of Yeshua. Until next time, bye for now.